What's up there, people? How you doing? Hopefully you're doing good and hopefully you're doing okay. This is my preview for the Chelsea versus Arsenal game, yeah? This thing, the game of the week. It have to be the game of the week. Everybody is looking at the game. Even if you're not an Arsenal fan, you're looking at this game because this game could possibly save the season for a lot of us, right? If you're Man City fan, this game gave you hope. If you're Liverpool fan, well, no hope for Liverpool. Let's not talk about them. But anybody that is around the top four area, this game pretty much gave you hope, right? So it's like it kind of brings Arsenal back into the conversation of title race, right? Because now everyone think Arsenal is gone with it. It's gone. They pretty much gone. If Chelsea lose, that simply means Arsenal is 9 point clear of second, right? And 10 point clear of Man City. So even if Man City win, they could possibly be 10 points clear of Man City as well. And we cannot afford to do that. Listen, we cannot lose this game. Chelsea cannot lose the game, and we can get a draw, but I don't want us going into this game thinking about a draw, right? Arsenal is in the form of their life, right? They in their last 10 games they haven't lost, right? The last draw that they have was against Sunderland, right? When I watched that game, it was really tough, right? Really tough game. Sunderland will put you through it, that's for sure. We know, we Chelsea fan, we know, because the last time we played them, it didn't go quite well for us, so we know all about that. They own it, and the last time we played, the last 10 times we played Arsenal have managed to win 10 of that games, right? Now, is that even important? Not really, right? Because we don't care. We care about Sunday. What Sunday will happen? It's not the same people. It's not the same players, right? So we care about Sunday. We go looking forward to see Chelsea have managed to win 2 and there's 2 draws. So this derby, right, hasn't really been favoring Chelsea in recent years, right? I'll be honest. I think if I'm not mistaken, the last time we won was Thomas Tuchel was there, and then we smoked them, Lakaka was even there. Lakaka was, scoring goals. Reece James was scoring goals and all of that good stuff. But Arsenal has a pretty good team in terms of defense, midfield, and attack, right? They are stacked in every single position, right? In their record, their defensive record is top. I think they're number 1 in the league. I think we're second, right? As well. And so in terms of that, they are stacked. They don't really concede that many goals. They concede 6 goals in 12 games in the Premier League, right? So they are up there. And in midfield, we also know that midfield is stacked in Rice, Eze, because what's his name, been injured. Odegaard been injured, and then Zubimendi as well. So those 3 been doing it. Sometimes when you put Marino in there, he's also doing it. But Marino now is playing as a force now, I think, in the absence of Gyökeres, and he's doing what he's supposed to do. You have Saka that is back, Madueke is back, right? So they have Gabriel. Also, he is a good option for them. Gabriel Jesus, now Gabriel, the defender, is injured. So I must admit, I'm not an Arsenal fan. I don't really care about Arsenal, right? But they have a pretty good team, and right now they're pretty much having the season of their life, sitting first in the Premier League, sitting first in the Champions League as well. They just beat Bayern, and Bayern was by far everyone talk about as the most informed team, right? And now they just smoke Bayern 3, making it look so easy. So now it's just like that kind of put them up there. So it's like their position, the position of Arsenal right now in the Premier League and in the Champions League, right, just shows the form that they've been in, right? And that's amazing. So can Chelsea, right, do the unthinkable? We're beating Arsenal. I don't think we'll say it's unthinkable, right? We beat PSG. That was unthinkable, right? Barcelona, we just smoked them 3-2. Everybody think that was unthinkable. Liverpool, we give them the business as well, right? So in terms of giving people the business, we are good at that. The people that they think we cannot do anything to, or we can beat, going into this game, definitely we are not favorite. But I also think the confidence level in the current Chelsea squad, even in the fan base, I can see it, is there. After that Barcelona game, I know that Burnley game also put us a little bit, because we needed to win that game, and even that game when we won that game was pretty good. And then the Barcelona game, seeing the performance, the display, right, from each and every player. Listen, that game, every single person that played that game, the least rating on that day would probably be a 7.5, right? And if you look at everyone, you can easily say maybe it's Garnacho, but even Garnacho that day had a pretty good day. right? Maybe he didn't score, or didn't assist, but even that day, I think Garnacho had a good day. And let us know, we talk about Esteva, we talk about men like Cucurella, and then and the list goes on and on. So this game, it's going to be important. If we're going to take it to Arsenal, we cannot do what we do as Chelsea, right? When I say do what we do at Chelsea, that's basically shooting ourselves in the foot, and we are pretty good at that. And it's not the best thing, because if we look at some of the game that Chelsea played and lost, even the Bayern game, right? It's not the case that we've been, dominated, badly, that we, some of them, it's just like we were flat, right? And that's where maybe we say that it's down to the manager and so on and so on. But the Bayern game that we lost 3-1 in the Champions League, we shot ourselves in the foot. Own goal, Malo Gusto giving the ball to Harry Kane and all of that, right? So it's not the case we will outplay. And the worst game I'll say is probably the Karabakh game. That Karabakh game was the worst game. The refereeing was rough. Was rough, and then we ourselves playing the game, we didn't really do our best. I was watching that game, I was bored to the core, but it is what it is, and we're back. This is Arsenal, so we cannot take that mentality to Arsenal, and then we need to be consistent in front of goal as well. No pretty ball stuff and all of that. If you have the chance, rip it. Do the Esteval against Barcelona. You see, put it on. If it's on you, if your left foot, right foot, rip it. Right? Let's do something, but we cannot afford to lose this game. No, we cannot. We got to save everybody. We got to let people know that certain thing is possible in life. That's what we Chelsea are there for. People look at PSG, they say you can't. We say relax, calm on. We can. We do, we did what we're supposed to do to them. We do the Obama thing, right? Yes, we can. But, it's going to be a tough game. It is going to be a tough game. It is at the bridge. We are home. The fans going to be there. People going to be going nuts. And hopefully Maresca come up with something that can grab us this win. Like I said, the confidence is there, right, in the current Chelsea squad. And we know, right, the latest good news in town. Yeah, breaking news and that. Oh! Yeah, Mr. Chile, the big man, he's back, right? Maresca talk about him not being available for both the Barcelona game and the Arsenal game. But now Maresca is saying it's not just the case that he's back, he's also could start against Arsenal. Yay! Listen, we're going to talk about my predicted lineup, and I'm going to give you my prediction as well for the game. But Cole Palmer is back. This is the greatest news possible, right? In what's it called? For all of our injuries players. Hopefully Cole can join the list very soon, right? The lad came back as well. So now we Chelsea fans, we bossing. Like I said, the confidence is back, and the fact that Cole Palmer is back, him being one of our best players, right? The form we pick up lately, and then in the absence of our best player, plus now our best player is back. Like I said, Maresca said the players are happy. He's happy. The fans, we are happy. So even Cole himself is happy. And we going into this game, with mad confidence. Yeah, mad confidence. I'm not. Saka, bring him. Yeah, I got Cucurella. Lock him up. Yeah, Rhys James, Trossard. Who is he? Done. Marino, Chalobah, that's your job. Deal with it. The only worry I have is my defense. I won't lie. But what they did against Barcelona, that just calmed me down right now. Yeah, Fofana and Chalobah can get the job done. My midfield. Let's get into the lineup. Let's not do all of this. Yeah, let's get into the predicting lineup. Right, I'm gonna give you a lineup. Right, if Cole Palmer starts. And then another one if Cole Palmer doesn't start. So because we know he's available, and Maresca say he's available, he can also start. So let's get into it, right? So the first one with Cole Palmer in it, right, as a starter. Sanchez in goal, Roberto. Yeah, Roberto. The man been killing it, right? He's been doing his job. I know there's news about Mignon coming in and all of that, right? I'm not worried. Yeah, because if Mignon comes in, that's good news. Now we can talk about that in another video, but Sanchez is doing Sanchez things. Like he's Sanchi, you get me? But Cucurella, left back. Listen, Hato, I want to see Hato play at some point, but not on Sunday or not tomorrow. And then Chalobah, Fofana, I think that's a given. Maresca know that. Now I know Badiashile is back, and before he went off injury, he was showing good form as well. So I'm not, I'm okay. I'm not okay with Badiashile in this lineup. Not yet. We'll see after, right? I think we have to go away. I think Lee's away or something like that. And then the El Capitan, Right back, yeah, the best right back in the world. You know it, I know it, we all know it. Let's not pretend it's Tim. Yeah, let's not pretend it's that Wood. No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, the most complete fullback in the world. That's who I'm talking about. Yeah, in Rich James. If you don't know, let me tell you. And then the midfield, you already know the midfield, Perry. You already know. Listen, that one, I know Santos been making his a case for himself. It's not just the case he can play in the Casado role, he can also play in the Enzo role. Now we also in our Enzo replacement. Now he's showing that even in the absence of Casado, yeah, I can Casado while Casado is on the bench. Listen, I know he's making a case for himself, but I don't think he's gonna be a starter tomorrow. So Casado and Enzo, the midfield pair. Enzo been showing good form as well. Listen, that Barcelona game, I know him. Come on, the man was bossing it, right? Everybody, listen, he was bossing that midfield, controlling the game, while Casado doing Casado. And now, yeah, the big man is back. The big man is back, yeah, Mr. Chili Palmer, yeah, Mr. Chili Palmer, he's back. Palmer sitting in 10, and then Estebo Kalali, yeah, my favorite Brazilian player, right? Currently, he's I call him Palmer's son. He's on the right. He's on the right. That's thing. I want to see what happened. He and Palmer on the pitch together. The last time I saw that, yeah, against AC Milan, yeah, class. And then Neto. This thing. I don't see Neto being dropped. Now I know some of us will make the case for Garnacho, but I don't see Neto being dropped for Maresca team. Outside of Palmer, he's Maresca's most trusted player, right? As a winger or attacker. Outside of Palmer. Right, because Palmer is the only person that Maresca said he's our best player. So outside of him, I think Neto is Maresca trusted or attacker. I won't say trusted player, but attacker. And then João Pedro up front, right? I think this could work. But if Palmer doesn't get to start, right, we could also go potentially with the same lineup against Barcelona, right? With Malo Gusto being in the lineup and then Regin pushing up into the midfield, and then Enzo Fernandez playing as a 10. You can have Garnacho on the other side, and then Pedro Neto as the false 9. What you think about that, right? Because that kind of, it's not, it doesn't give them something where it's like, it's not like a number 9. So it's like they're playing with a false 9, we playing with a false 9. So now they have something to worry about. He running in behind and all of that with the pace that he has as well, right? But he also pick up form lately. So I don't really see him being dropped. It's not he didn't score this game, but in the Burnley game, the goal that the second goal, happened because of him. Like he picked the ball or drove it into midfield and then played that through ball into to Gil, and then Gil did what Gil did, and then Enzo Fernandez slotted in. And then this game against Barcelona, he also did the same thing for the Delap goal. He was the one that played the ball into Fernandez, and then Fernandez just put it in the path of Delap, and Delap buried it. So I see him play in this game as well. So I don't know if Maresca will play him as a 9 or in that false 9 position, or playing on the side. But in the absence, I think we can also go with that. Or we could also go with Pedro Neto on the wing, and then we bring João Pedro in as a 10, with Enzo and Casado playing in their usual position, with Enzo playing as a 10, right? Then we have Delap up front, and I also think Delap in this game will also be useful, right? That physical presence of a number 9, right? In there will also be useful for us, in terms of, now we know Arsenal is not just good at scoring corners, they're also good at defending corners as well. So and we second weirdly enough, we second, right? Chelsea are second in terms of scoring corner. Now, defending, we're getting better, right? We've been struggling with set pieces for some time now. We're getting better. Thank God for Bernardo, our set piece coach. But she could go with that, or Maresca could go with that, and I think that possibly could get the job done. But tomorrow, I definitely see Palmer playing, and we getting the debut, right? I'm telling you, we can definitely beat Arsenal. We can beat Arsenal and bring the conversation of a title race back again, right? Listen, we would do the entire Premier League a favor. Man City would do you a favor, right? Not to say that you're going to go win it, because we're there. We want to win it too. We're doing you a favor so you can come back in the be in the conversation. We're just helping you so you can be in the conversation. And then we will meet in January, yeah? In January, specifically on the 4th. There where the matter will be discussed, yeah, between us and Man City. But for now, it's between us and Arsenal. What's my prediction for the game? Chelsea 2, Arsenal 1. Chelsea 2, Arsenal 1. And who's on the score sheet? Palmer and his son Estevan. Done. Yeah. Palmer and his son Estevan. Let me know your thoughts down below. Everything that you think about this game. What would you change? What would you add to this lineup that isn't there? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. See you later. Cheers.